Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between rolling hills and a sparkling lake, lived a boy named Yousef. Yousef was known throughout the village for his extraordinary skill in gardening. He had a natural talent for nurturing plants, and his garden was a sight to behold, filled with vibrant flowers, lush vegetables, and fruit trees laden with ripe, juicy fruits. One day, Yousef's grandfather, who was a wise and gentle man, approached him with a mischievous twinkle in his eye. He held in his hand a tiny seed, no bigger than a pinhead. "Yousef, my boy," he said with a smile, "I have something special for you." He handed the seed to Yousef and said, "Plant it in your garden and care for it as you would any other seedling. But I must warn you, this seed is magical. Just as it has the power to bring life to your garden, it also holds the power to test your patience and determination." With these words, the old man left Yousef standing there, the tiny seed in his hand, a mix of curiosity and apprehension in his eyes. Yousef took the seed and planted it in his home garden. He placed it in a spot where it would receive plenty of sunlight and carefully watered it every day. But as days turned into weeks, Yousef began to worry. The seed showed no signs of sprouting. He checked the soil, made sure it was moist but not soggy, and even started talking to the seed, hoping to encourage it to grow. Yet all his efforts seemed to be in vain. The seed remained stubbornly dormant. As days turned into weeks and the seed still showed no signs of life, Yousef's spirits began to sink. He confided in his mother, his voice heavy with disappointment. "I've done everything you told me to, but it seems like the seed is dead." His mother, who was a patient and loving woman, put her arm around her son's shoulder. "My dear Yousef," she said softly, "some beautiful things take time to grow. Just like a tiny seed needs time to germinate and grow into a plant, some things in life need time to develop. The seed may not have sprouted yet, but that doesn't mean it's dead. It simply means that its time has not yet come." She pointed to a wilting flower on a nearby bush. "Even the most beautiful flowers," she said, "must first be tiny buds before they bloom. And just as the bud cannot bloom without time, neither can your hopes and dreams." Her words were like a gentle breeze that fanned the dying embers of Yousef's hope back into a small flame. He looked at the seed in his hand, a new determination dawning in his eyes. He realized that his grandfather had been right. The seed did hold the power to test his patience, and his reaction to this test would determine whether he reaped its magical reward or not. From that day on, Yousef continued to care for the seed with unwavering dedication. He continued watering it every day, protecting it from pests, and even sang to it softly. And then one bright morning, as the sun rose and painted the sky with hues of pink and gold, Yousef noticed something miraculous. A tiny green sprout had pushed through the soil. It was so small and delicate that he could have easily missed it, but the sight filled him with an overwhelming joy. He watched as the sprout grew taller and stronger day by day. He nurtured it with love and care, and soon it transformed into a sapling, then into a young tree. In the years that followed, Yousef's patience and dedication paid off. The tree grew into a magnificent oak, its branches reaching towards the sky like welcoming arms, providing shade to all who rested beneath it. In the spring, it burst into bloom, its leaves unfurling into 1,000 shades of green. And when summer came, it bore sweet, juicy fruit that tasted like liquid gold. Every time Yousef looked at the tree, he remembered his grandfather's words and the valuable lesson he had learned. He understood now that sometimes the most magical things in life are worth waiting for. And those who are patient enough to wait reap the most beautiful rewards. And that's all for today. See you next time!